Hi everybody, Joe here from Shutter Speak Photography. Very nice to see your smiling face again here on YouTube. Hey, so TTArtisan recently sent me out their 17mm f1.4 aps-c lens. It's a pretty nice lens. I have to say it's super solid built. It's all metal. It's got this little screw-on lens cap there, which I actually really appreciate because walking around with this, it really felt secure once you screwed that on there. I didn't have to worry about my lens cap falling off. And it's all metal. Like I said, the grips for the dials are easy to find and easy to use. So changing aperture is quick, changing focus is quick. Like I did mention, it is fully manual and it is just pretty. Put this on a Z50 and it's going to look amazing. Now, I don't have a ZFC, but I did have a Z50 to test it with. They do make this in black, by the way, to go with the Z50, but if you have a ZFC, this is a beauty. Perfect match. Hey, so yeah, it's a great landscape lens, fully manual. If you're doing astro or something like that, you know, fully manual is fine. And street photography, you know, I mean, that's going to be up to your personal taste, but price point is super reasonable. So at the end of this video, I'm going to give you, yes, you, a chance to win this lens and bring it home and make it your own. So, hey, let's cover a little bit of the technical specs of this lens. But before we do, I'd just like to say thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And as always, if anything in this video helps you out, please help me out by hitting the subscribe button and ringing the bell so you get notified of future updates to this channel. I appreciate you. If you have questions about this lens, feel free to mention them in the comments because I do answer almost all of them. And so I do appreciate you guys, and that's just my way of showing that I appreciate you. I try my best to answer as many comments as I can. So, technical specs, let's check it out. As I mentioned, 17mm f1.4, which is amazing. So aps-c, so this is not full frame, this is for your Z50 or your ZFC. You can use it on a full frame if you wanted to, that would be up to you. But of course you're in crop sensor mode. So the maximum aperture is f1.4, so that's as wide as it'll go. And the minimum aperture, as small as it will go, if you will, f16. Of course it is Nikon Z mount. It does come with other mounts, but hey, you know what? We always focus on the Nikon Z in this channel, so that's all we care about, right? APS-C, as I mentioned, field of view is 81 degrees, which is pretty nice. Minimum focusing distance is 7.9 inches. The optical design is 9 elements and 8 groups, and there are 10 diaphragm blades. It is, of course, manual focus, and there's no image stabilization. So that's a thing, right? So there's no image stabilization in the ZFC or Z50 in the body, no IBIS, no stabilization in this lens. So great on a tripod, that's for sure. And you know, just keep your shutter speed up a little bit higher if you're walking around with it. Filter size is 40.5mm in the front. Good luck finding that. And weight only 8.7 ounces. And I mean, you can walk around with this lens all day, and believe me, I did. And I walked around all over the place with it on a Z50, and it's like carrying no weight around at all. It's just a pleasure walking around with this lens. And like I said, it is all metal. It's got a nice little design to it. You know, it's a sharp looking lens. Again, screw off the cap there, right? Pretty nice. So that's all fine and dandy. We got the aperture ring right here in the top. And you'll actually see the change in your EVF. So as you're looking through your Z50 or your ZFC, as you start to dial that aperture down, you'll actually see the change in brightness right in the EVF. And then focus is right here. And I did use focus peaking set to high, and that helped assist in nailing down focus with this lens. So It looks nice, it feels nice. Doesn't come with much. The only thing it comes with is a lens cleaning cloth, and that's it. Comes in a reasonably nice box. Right, there you go. Nice box. The only thing inside, like I said, is the lens cleaning cloth and warranty card. But that's all fine and good, but how does it perform? So let's go into Lightroom now and let's take a look at some pictures and we'll see how this lens performs. And like I mentioned at the end of this video, you can take this baby home if you are the winner. But hey, you're already a winner because you're here right now. All right, so let's get started. Alrighty, so we are here in Lightroom and let's take a look at some images that were taken all handheld. By the way, I did not have a tripod with me, so did the best we could. Of course, we have the ability to open up to f1.4, which is nice. So we should have some pretty decent images. So here's a sampling of some of them. Now, first thing I noticed was, although the image looks pretty good, and we could probably open up the shadows, I did notice that there seems to be some haloing in around the lights, and that's probably a result of maybe a lack of coating on the lens, and I noticed it on a variety of images. It actually kind of looks kind of cool here. I kind of like the effect actually, but that is something that is definitely present in some of these nighttime images. So here's another one, and again, you can see the same thing happening around the lights here. We get this flare, and we definitely get a little starburst pattern on the lights. So again, some may like that, some may not, but you know, again, nighttime, we're only using the light of these holiday lights, and being able to step all the way down to 2.8, 1.4 really produces a nice, sharp, bright image. Again, focus peaking, actually had it set to high though, just to make sure that I was getting everything that I wanted in focus. You're definitely going to have to do that. I felt that even at the peaking level set to normal, some of my images weren't as clear and sharp as I would have wanted them to be. So I stepped up the peaking level to high and I was able to get sharper images. Okay, so again, holiday light display, and we see some starbursts on these lights here, but again, that may be something that you like. It actually does kind of add to the effect, but we also see these kind of rainbowy effects over here coming off this lens as well at night. But again, it actually kind of adds to this image. It works well here overall. You know, this is again a difficult image to get handheld without being able to step your lens way down, because it was pretty dark, and you can see up in the sky there is, you know, the I think that's the moon right there, but I think it's obscured by a lot of cloud cover that evening. So we were able to get a nice image that otherwise might have been a little bit of a challenge, or maybe a big challenge. Now again, 17 millimeters, so you see there is kind of some distortion. It's probably not the best portrait lens, that's for sure. I don't think anyone would ever recommend portraits at 17, but rules of course are made to be broken, and if you're doing street photography and things like that, or you just want to capture a big scene like we did here, you know, you can do it. So again, it's a nice bright image. The blacks came out nice on our model Gina here. The tree and the colors, everything looks good pretty much end to end here. So you know, a nice image. So the lens does a good job. Here we are seeing some starbursts here though, again, but that's just something that you're gonna get. I probably could have been a little straighter when I took this image. It looks a little bit crooked, but hey, I guess that one's on me, folks. So hey, what can you do? Not every shot's perfect. Hey, upside down tree. But upside down tree looks pretty nice. Again, hard image to have captured, but stepping down with this nice bright lens, we're able to get an image that actually looks pretty good edge to edge. Okay, and of course it's tough to tell with depth of field like this, and without a tripod we're certainly not stepping this up to f11, that's for sure. But again, we are seeing these rainbow effects at the top of the lens. Definitely more prominent at the top than in the center. In the center, we're kind of seeing a nice starburst pattern that's actually kind of pretty for this shot. And I'm not seeing the rainbow down here at the bottom, just at the top. Maybe a little bit of, no, just at the top for some reason. So it did pop that there. Let's see what else. Okay, again, nice and sharp. I do like the starburst. But here, as we get to the edge, we are seeing that rainbow effect again. And it's actually quite prominent in this image along that outer edge, along this outer edge, and at the bottom. So I'm going to say that, probably pretty safe to say that you're going to see that effect nighttime along all edges of this lens. Looks to be good in the center though. Okay, this is just a nice nighttime shot that, again, you know, without being able to step this lens down, you're not going to get. But there we go, rainbow. Hello, rainbow. That kind of looks kind of pretty though, doesn't it? Big rainbow on the fire back there. This is Epcot, in case you were wondering, and they have an amazing nighttime holiday show. Just incredible. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's amazing. Epcot, there's the proof. Some flamingos, and nice and wide. Again, you know, it's nice to have that 17mm. Daytime things look a little bit better than nighttime. No, well, not that we're going to have noticeable rainbow effects going on in a daytime shot. We certainly shouldn't. Manatees, always a manatee because they're amazing. Who doesn't love a good manatee? Just had to throw a manatee in there. Again, 17mm, so it's nice. We're able to get this image nice and wide, and with this light walking around lens, hey, we get a great manatee daytime shot. Penguins, just because, well, hey, why not? Penguins, by the way, this is SeaWorld. So some nice penguins there. They have a nice display of the penguins. And there's Gina posing with the penguins. These aren't real penguins, folks. These, you don't have to worry. Don't get upset. They're not mistreating these penguins. They're just cutouts. They're not real penguins. So yeah, 17mm again. It's just an example of, you know, street photography, walking around lens. Daytime again, you know, we're able to get a nice image, and really no problems with this lens. Daytime, no halo or anything along those lines showing up at any of the edges. So that is definitely a nighttime thing, probably a result of a coating or something like that that is probably applied to higher end lenses that prevents things like that. And then we have our SeaWorld lighthouse, and, you know, just a nice shot again, that nice 17mm wide angle that you're able to get with a lens like this. So definitely what we learned here is fantastic daytime lens. Nighttime, it probably needs some coating to get rid of some of those halos, but I don't know how often you're going to be shooting into holiday lights, but if you are shooting into lights, you know, again, that's something that you're going to want to consider. Again, this is a very reasonably priced lens, so you get what you pay for, right? So, hey, there you go. There's some sample images. Overall, you know, the things that I liked about the lens, I really liked that it's super light and super small and compact, and just having that range of being able to step down all the way to 1.4 if I wanted to was really great. You know, it's manual focus, so manual focus with focus peaking is generally pretty simple to do, but there is no IBIS in the Z50, so, you know, if you had it on a body that had IBIS, and maybe there'll be a Z90 in the future that will have that, again, that's really going to be a game changer for a lens like this. That really is going to make it a lot easier to use. But again, with the way the focus ring and the aperture ring was set up, they're easy to find, they're easy to use. You can see the change in the EVF immediately as you're dialing your f-stops in and out. So you know, that's not really a consideration. I didn't
really care that it wasn't in autofocus. That didn't really affect my shooting experience with it, especially daytime. Nighttime, yeah, it could be a little bit challenging, especially with all those holiday lights and peaking colors. Can get mixed into those lights. So obviously I put myself into a very challenging situation there, but at daytime I have no problem using that manual focus lens with the peaking. It works perfectly fine. So hey, there you go. Some sample images.
Okay, so thanks for watching. Check out the description down below. In the video description box, you will see a link to enter to win this 17mm aps-c lens for Nikon Z mount. This can be yours. So hey, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, just hit that subscribe button. That's just something nice you can do for me, and best of all, it's free, so I appreciate that. I really do. To show that I appreciate you, I will do my best to answer your comments. It's always nice to see you. I appreciate you watching, and until next time, Nikon Z fans, bye-bye.